Hey, it's okay to love again. It's okay to fall in love again. After domestic violence or after a breakup, it's okay to love again. We just don't want to make the same mistakes, do we? Well, watch my video and let's see. Okay? Comment and tell me how you did it. Thank you. Hi, welcome to Adipa. I am so glad that you're here to watch this video today. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and so that you know when I put the videos. I know I haven't put videos for a long time, but I will start putting videos more often. You know, I've been busy doing some stuff, but otherwise, thank you. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you came here by chance, well, this is a day that you're gonna get encouragement. Well, I want to talk about being ready. You know, we are still talking about domestic abuse, but I do know that with domestic abuse also comes healing. How do you know that you're ready for love? How do you know that that this time it's gonna get better? You don't. You really don't. You really don't know if this time is gonna be better. It's taking a chance. Are you able to take a chance? Are you able to try something new? Move from what you knew before, like move from the kind of love that you are used to, or move from the kind of relationship that you're used to. Are you ready for a change? This time, will it be better? All those questions kind of come to your mind. But life does not end with domestic violence, y'all. It don't end with domestic violence, okay? There is life after domestic violence. You will meet somebody, you will fall in love again, although now I'm sure you're looking at it like, oh my God, I don't think I'll fall in love again. That moment, that moment that you think you'll not fall in love again is actually the moment that you're going to fall in love again, that you're going to find somebody. When you're looking hard, tell me, you guys, I'm sure you know, how many times have you been looking for love and you don't find? And then the moment that you give up, that you let go, that you just say, I'm not, then somebody comes and swoops you away. When I met my husband right now, I had already decided, man, shit, enough of kissing all those frogs, all those whatever, I'm done. And then I met him. I met him at the least place that I expected. And that's what's gonna happen to you. I want you guys to know that. But how do you know? That's what we're discussing today. And I want you guys to write in the comments, how do you know that this time you're ready? How do you know you're ready? For me, how I think, this is my opinion, the way I think is that when you're already getting when whatever happened between you and your ex doesn't hurt you no more, when you don't care or your heart doesn't turn when he moves or he's walking with somebody else, if that happens to you, then you're basically starting to get ready. Because a lot of us kind of tend to move too fast. They fall in love as soon as they're out of the other one. What are you looking for when you fall in love like that? Let me tell you, a lot of times you're looking for companionship. You're lonely. You're used to being married. Let me tell you, being married and being divorced is sometimes like a funeral. Even though you didn't like that guy, even though you didn't like your ex now, you've already been fighting, the day that you get those divorce papers, you feel bad, you feel sunken, you feel a loss, you feel like you just lost something, even though you wanted to leave him. Sometimes it's you who has filed for the divorce. But let me prepare you. The day you will get those divorce papers, you're gonna feel like, oh my God, what just happened? but it'll be temporary, because if you've already moved on, yeah, but you're still gonna feel the pain. So sometimes people get in relationships because they're lonely. Sometimes people get into relationships because they want sex. Sometimes they get into relationship because they think the guy is nice, and sometimes you're just pulled into studying. I remember I had a friend who was, when I had kind of divorced, was kind of very ready. She was already not divorced, but she was married, but she liked to go out. Get out, let's go out, let's go have fun. I wasn't ready. When you're not ready, you're not ready. You will know when you're ready. But also, don't put yourself, you have to put yourself out there. You can't just, you have to be yourself. Take the opportunity after divorce and after coming from an abusive relationship. Take the opportunity to start over. Take the opportunity to know yourself. When you're dating, don't go looking for the same guy. Find yourself. Let somebody like you for who you are. The problem we have, especially if you're from an abusive relationship, you still continue. You feel in an abuse, you're put down. Your self-esteem goes so much down. So much that when somebody gives you just even a little love, you completely go like, oh my God, he loves me. Oh my God, this guy is so good. Sometimes when you're coming out of an abusive relationship, it is very easy to miss what you're worth. I don't know if that makes sense. You want so much more, but because the guy that you had before made you feel worthless. You're a pretty girl, very pretty girl. But because the guy that you were previously made you feel like you were so ugly, or you were worthless, when somebody gives you just a little bit, just a tiny little bit of love, you start feeling like that person is the whole world. That's why a lot of times when somebody falls in love completely and after they divorce, they fall in love again very hard, and you wonder, what did she see in that guy? Because that guy gave her a little more than she was used to. Know your worth before you get into a relationship. It's okay to be alone if you're not ready. It's okay to enjoy. It's okay to find your hobbies, the things you lost when you were in an abusive relationship. Remember, emotional abuse takes away from you. It takes away all the things you love to do. Remember the dreams that you had right after high school. I want to do this. I want to go to school. I want to be this. You can always fulfill that at a very late age, no matter what age you're in, But because you maybe got into a marriage, you lost it. So the thing is, when you're from a marriage, it is very easy to feel like you're late, like everybody have gone to school and you haven't gone. So, or everybody have gotten married and now I'm divorced, or everybody has done this and now I'm stuck. Do not feel that way, because sometimes God has a reason for your delay. He needed you to go through all that pain that you've gone through. That pain made you stronger. That pain led you to your destination. Know that your destination, the things that you're going through, the pain that you're going through brings out your personality. It makes you realize what you are. Because in my pain, I realized that I love to do certain things, and I yearned for certain things to do. And so, and I ended up, whatever I was planning to do before, ended up not being what I am doing right now. So, I don't know if you guys are with me. I hope you're with me. Remember, know your worth, okay? Know your worth before you get into a relationship. Otherwise, you will be used. Remember also, what do you want in a relationship? It is very easy to get in a relationship with an intention of getting married because you are married. But my advice to you is that when you're out of divorce, do not get into a relationship to get married. Get in a relationship to have fun. Know what a relationship is, because a lot of the people who have gone through domestic violence, they don't even know what it means to be in a relationship. They know how to get married. There are some of you who got married immediately after high school. So they really don't know what it means to court and to be loved. They know one person who loved them and one person who hurt them. But they don't realize that there's more to a relationship. There's more to love. There's more to giving. There's more to getting. There's more in a relationship than what they received from their abuser. So know yourself before you actually. I wrote some notes. Know yourself and learn to be happy alone. Okay, learn to be happy alone, because when you're from an abusive relationship, you're used to being happy together, but you need to find happiness by yourself alone. You need to know what you want. You really need to know what makes you happy, what makes you fulfilled, what makes you you. You can't find that if you have somebody telling you, or you trying to be somebody that somebody wants. You do not want to be a wife to be what so and so wants. You want to be what you want to be in a relationship. A lot of women, we do switch from what we want, because we think that you meet a guy and he's telling you, oh man, I like chicks who wear dresses. I like chicks who I don't like big earrings, or I don't like lipstick. And as soon as they get in a relationship, wow, they're already changing. They're already like, they don't wear earrings. So you're changing to be in that relationship. Don't do that. If you find yourself changing too much in a relationship, then you're in the wrong relationship. You're definitely in the wrong relationship. Find someone who you can be you, so you don't have to change. I mean, you may have to change a little, because you have to get somebody, somebody into your life, so you might but if you have to change your core values, your core self, like I love earrings, I love this, that's me, I can't change that, it's just me, I don't like small earrings, so if that's you, then that's you. Don't let nobody change that, okay? And then also you do not try to find fulfillment in somebody else. If you try to find fulfillment in somebody else, you're going to be unhappy, because what fulfills somebody else is not what will fulfill you. What your husband likes is not what you will like. You will marry a man who most probably don't like to go out. He's a homebody, just like to stay home, and you like to party, So you'll have to figure out, how can you be happy out yourself? How can you bring happiness into this marriage without partying out there? How can you bring the party into your house if you're married? The reason why I have to talk about this is that I was watching a Facebook video. Somebody had written, are you dating a girlfriend, or you dating a wife? So some of us, you're dating somebody who definitely is not looking for a wife, and they can't tell you. They all come in some kind of skin, so you don't know. But you have to know whether you're ready for marriage or you're not. And you also have to sense and figure out that the guy you're now dating do they want to be a wife? If you've come out of an abusive relationship, most probably you were looking for a husband. A lot of times when you come out of an abusive relationship, you'd expect us or women to look for just a girlfriend. But because they were so used to being nurtured, being with somebody in their life telling them what to do, the automatic thing that normally just comes is looking for a husband. So here you are looking for a husband and you find a boyfriend, and as soon as you see him, the first thing that you see him, man, that is husband material. You can't tell husband material by looking at how they look, how they dress. Nah, that's what mistake we do. Husband material doesn't come in how they look. It doesn't come in how they do their things. There's more to. You have to speak to them, you have to know, and you have to be out there. That's what you're looking for. Then that needs to come out immediately. But you're not going to expect to change somebody who is not husband material, or who's not ready. Let me put it like this: someone who's not ready to get married and feel that, oh my God, I'm gonna change him. He's gonna change to be who I like. We're gonna get married. Know who you're dating, because if he's not ready for marriage, let me tell you, no matter how much you do, he will see you. He will even pretend to be husband material just so he can get in your pants. But a man knows, and I'm telling you, ladies, guys know what they want. If a guy wants to marry you, it doesn't have to take him 5 years to know that he wants to marry you. Some of us, we try to change a boyfriend into a husband. A guy will know if he wants to spend the rest of your life, his life with you or not, and that's why I think with Steve Harvey, if you listen to Steve Harvey's story, he's talking about how when he started dating, he was still dating out there, and he had a girlfriend, his current wife, and he kept on talking to them. But then the day that she said, I'm gonna let you continue living your life, and she opted to leave, he kind of realized, no, I don't want to lose her. I want her for the rest of my life. Be ready to walk out, ladies. Be ready to walk out. Be ready to walk out. That means if you're in a relationship and you just realize that, oh my God, this guy does not want to get married. I want to get married so bad, and he doesn't look like he's there. Do not try to change him. Either you decide to continue having fun with him and don't expect nothing, or you continue to let it go. Whatever you want, you have to know what you want, because he's not going to change to be a husband material for you. You'll have to either decide what you want. If you want to stay, or if you want to go, or if you want to have fun, that's what. So be ready to walk out if it's a good relationship. I think the last relationship I had before my husband, I walked out of a very good relationship, but it's not what I wanted. We didn't date for long, but it's not what I wanted. It was painful because this was a guy who had everything that could have fulfilled, anything, like money-wise, everything, he kind of showering. He used to shower me, but when I realized, man, I'm wanting to get married, I have kids, I can't, I let it go. So be ready to walk out. And it didn't take long when I just said, no, right now I need to kind of figure myself out. And the next thing I know, we were together. Me and my husband, we met and everything. Know what you want. I wrote some notes here. And know that it's okay to kiss a few frogs, and then you'll find your Prince Charming. A lot of women believe that whoever they meet, I have to marry this person. I have to marry this person. I love him and I'm going to marry him. Not everybody you meet is husband. So just know that you will kiss a few frogs, and it's okay to go into a relationship. Just like the guys always says, let's date and see how it goes. Women, we need to start doing that. We need to start feeling like, oh my God, let's date and see how it goes. Can you do that? Guys, how many times has a guy told you, guys always know what they want, like I said. Us ladies, like, let's date and see how it goes. That means he's telling you, man, I don't know, we just have to have fun. Women don't want to hear that, because a lot of women who want marriage, they don't want to see, let's just date and see how it goes. Why don't you be the one who pulls the shot and says, let's just date and see how it goes? Guys don't like a woman who knows what they want. But they will marry a woman who knows what they want, and they will keep them as wives. So pick yours, Do not be clingy. A lot of times when we come out of a relationship, especially a domestic abuse relationship, we become clingy because we are so used to being held. Not they don't hold you, but you're so used to being in a relationship whereby you have somebody, whether they are good or bad. You know that you have somebody. Learn not to be clingy, because learn to have your own fun. Learn to find your own happiness. Find your own happiness. Do not wait for somebody to do not be clingy to somebody, because you'll be clingy only if you really don't know what you want. And you'll be clingy because you just came out of your lonely and all. That should make you clingy. Clinginess is not a good thing. Learn to find your own happiness. Learn to find your own fun. Even in marriage, if you marriage, your marriage will fail because you want your husband to always go outside with you, play with the kids with you, lay with you on the couch like you used to do when you're dating, and maybe now you have kids. That you have to find your own happiness. How can I be happy and be by myself? Be happy by yourself before trying to be happy with somebody. Find your own happiness before trying to find love. That's what I'm trying to say. Love, no, even if you find love, you have to learn, if you're clingy to your husband, it won't succeed, because men are different. Men, the things you find fun, they don't find fun. Going to do your nails, going to the mall, going to do those things, they don't find fun. Imagine trying to change your guy to start liking those things. I think that's unfair. We have to realize that guys will be guys and women will be women, and they'll do some with you. My husband would not go to the mall with me. In fact, I think the few times we've been to the mall, we've actually had we went to the mall when we were dating, and he knew what store he wanted to take me. I buy whatever, and when I was in the stores, like, do you have everything you want? He'll pay for it, we're out. A lot of times he goes to the mall himself to buy my purses and to buy whatever he needs to buy, and he's out. It is really hard to tell a man that they like to walk with you in the mall. Some of them are special. They like to walk in the mall and have fun with you. Well, that's good. If he's like that, then that's good. But if he's not, it's okay. Okay? So, a lot of times we are learn your red flags before you get into a relationship. There's some things that you're not going to settle, no matter what. So know those things. You're with a guy, that this is what I want, and know what you want. Remember that when you're in a relationship after abuse, a lot of things are triggers. Also learn those triggers, because sometimes a guy would tell you something, but because your other ex meant it in a very negative way, you might end up hating somebody for what they didn't mean bad. Not everything that was abusive may be abusive in your next relationship. Just know who you're dating, because the thing is, because of abuse, you will be very easily hurt. That means you can easily miss love too, because you are so afraid that the person is gonna hurt you the same way. You're so afraid of somebody who maybe has beards because the guy had beards before. You're so scared of somebody of African American because the African American had you, or the African had you, or a white man had you. You have to give a chance. Not everybody who looks like your ex or will hurt you. You know, not all Luos will hurt you, not all Kikuyus will hurt you. You know, give it a chance, you know, and know your triggers, you know, but also know that some things will be a trigger because of the way somebody else made you feel, but they're not really bad. Walk out if you have to. It's okay to walk out. I'm gonna stress this. It's okay to walk out of a relationship if you feel like it's not fulfilling. Do not try to change somebody. If it doesn't fulfill you, just cut it out, okay? There's no perfection in relationship, no perfection in love, no perfection in marriage. There's no perfection, for real. When you come out of abuse, it's very, very, very easy to look for perfection. But if that's what you're looking for, but it doesn't mean that you can't find what you want. You know, just know that there's no perfect guy out there. You know, and just know what the red flags are. Just learn what somebody, and if you can talk, if somebody does something that during a relationship that is abusive, call it out and see how they deal with that, or how you do not need to leave somebody if they shouted at you and you think, whoa, I'm never coming back. Talk to them and see how they react, because in marriages there'll be shoutings, there'll be things like that, and see how he deals with it or how he changes. That's why it's not good to marry immediately. You need to wait and date. And somebody who doesn't want to date, and let me tell you, there's also love that people don't date for a long time. There are people who know exactly what they want